The Ski High Coach Conversation brought to you by New Albin Savings Bank. We're with head coach Chad Winters. And coach, you went down to Bosco. Enough said. Bosco has obviously set the standard for eight-man success over the last few years, and got to see firsthand how good they are, I'd imagine.
Yep, we did. They pose athletic problems all over the field, spread you out. Frost and the Tennell twins in the backfield, they kind of let them do their thing, and I mean they're just tough everywhere. I think we're their 100th victory in eight-man, and they've only played 106 games in eight-man, so kind of gives you the idea what type of success they've had over the last about 10 years that they played in eight-man. So,
what did your team take away from last Friday night? What does your team need to take away from last Friday?
Told the guys, really disappointed in how we came out emotionally. You're going against the best. You have an opportunity to put your best foot forward against some of the best players in the state. And we didn't answer the bell in the first half. Much better in the second half. I said, you guys do that in the playoffs, season's over. So I think they learned their lesson. I don't think we'll have that problem Friday night. I think they'll be ready to go emotionally, mentally, be locked in. We just weren't Friday night.
And you do get to play a team that you're familiar with, not only from a football perspective, but a team that most of your kids face in most other sports. Does that help you getting your team emotionally and mentally ready for the postseason?
Just the familiarity with them. They've either been a district opponent or a non-district early season opponent over the last few years. You know what you're going to get with them. You're going to get tough, hard-nosed kids that run their system extremely well, wing-tee-based. Mark does a great job with them. They execute. Obviously had a great run last year to the state semifinals before they bowed out to Don Bosco. Lost a very, very talented senior class. You watch them progress through the season this year, though. They got significantly better from week 1 to week 7. I mean, they had good players that weren't on the field last year because the players in front of them were better. And those guys, as they got their experience, they got a lot better. They lost 2 games by 2 points. And, I mean, you flip those games around and their record's significantly different.
And when you look at how you match up versus them and vice versa, how do you feel you can match up with the Trojans?
I think we both do things well, and we'll try to continue to do those things well. You know what you need to stop with Turkey Valley. They've ran it for years, but not many teams are successfully able to stop it time and time again. They know what we do. We like to go downhill, mix in some other stuff. So we're both going to play to our strengths Friday night, I'm sure.
You talked about Turkey Valley getting better throughout the course of the season. How much better of a football team is your team than you were in week number 1?
I think significantly better. A lot of guys that had not had any varsity experience have gotten significantly better. A couple of those big early season injuries that we had to some key players, those kids that stepped into those spots have grown significantly throughout the year, and they're continuing to evolve, continuing to come along, adding more to the offense and defense. And you want to be playing your best football at the end of the season, and hopefully we're able to do that Friday night.
All right, Coach, keep your kids healthy. We wish you best of luck.
Sounds good. Thanks, Darren.
That's our Key High Coach Conversation brought to you by New Albin Savings Bank.